Welcome to classes of St.Michaels Academy. This is the geography class for class 9, and we were doing the chapter 5 of your book, which is weathering, and today we'll continue with it. In the last class we had studied soil erosion. We studied that soil erosion, which is the displacement of the upper layer of soil, which is a form of soil degradation, is caused by various activities. This activity can be caused by water, ice, snow, air, or even plants, and of course, animals and humans. So, under causes of soil erosion, we studied about the character of the soil, which is if the soil is loose and fragile, it is easily eroded by the wind, water, and other agents of erosion. Secondly, we studied about the character of land slope, which says that if the land is steep, or it is having a steep slope, then the erosion is prominent because of the natural force of gravity. The third reason which we studied is bare land, which says that if the land lacks vegetation, then the erosion is much susceptible, or the land is more prominent or prone to soil erosion because the vegetation, it holds the soil tightly, and if it is absent, then what happens, then the soil erosion becomes more prominent. The next cause of soil erosion is unwise and uncontrolled use of soil by man, which says that deforestation or cutting and felling of trees, overgrazing of animals, and faulty method of cultivation. It says that the unwise and uncontrolled use of soil by man has also led to soil erosion, which includes deforestation. Deforestation, with the deforestation, what happens, the soil becomes loose and fragile, leading to soil erosion. Again, overgrazing of animals also makes the soil, also causes soil erosion. How? Because continuous use of land by animals, it erodes away, or it destroys the upper layer of soil. Why? Because of animals continuously walking on the grassland, it destroys the vegetation, and if it destroys the vegetation, the capacity of the vegetation to hold the soil decreases, because of which soil erosion takes place. And the last reason is faulty method of cultivation, because of which the use of soil is not made to be proper, and because of which soil erosion takes place. The next cause is sheet or erosion. Sheet erosion occurs as a shallow sheet of water flowing over the ground surface. It happens as a result in the removal of uniform layer of soil from the surface of the soil. It occurs when rainfall intensity is greater than infiltration, sometimes due to crusting. So it also occurs due to faulty cultivation. It occurs mainly due to rainfall, and rainfall or rain wash or aeolian action, which means wind action. The next cause of soil erosion, the next is bank erosion, which is the wearing away of the banks of a stream or river. This is distinguished from erosion of the bed of the water course, which is referred to as scar. The roots of trees growing by a stream are undercut by such erosion. As roots binding the soil tightly, they form abutments which jut over the water. So because of this, what happens, the banks beside the stream or a river, they become weak and they are eroded, and because of which the trees also flow away with the water, which makes the soil loose, and it causes the bank of a river to uh, go through erosion. This also happens when the trees of the banks are cut by humans, of course, When they are cut by humans, this causes the banks of the river to become weak and fragile, because the trees are not no longer there to hold the soil together, and because of which the banks become very weak, and the soil becomes very loose, which causes the soil of the bank to uh, fall in the water. Gully erosion, as the name suggests, gully, it forms a kind of a passage. It is caused by running water. When the soil is very loose or very fragile, the running water, it washes away the soil with it, and it forms a kind of a passage, as you can see here. And this passage, this kind of erosion, is known as gully erosion. The next topic for today is conservation of soil, and we'll only introduce the topic today. We'll study it in the next class. So, soil is a natural resource and a very important one, big for obvious purposes, because there are many plants and vegetables which grow on the soil, and without which human livelihood is almost impossible. So it is very important for humans to conserve this soil. So soil conservation is the prevention of loss of the topmost layer of the soil from erosion, or prevention of reduced fertility caused by overusage, acidification, salinization, or other chemical soil contamination. So conservation of soil is the prevention of soil from, what happens, the topmost layer of the soil, it is being eroded because of soil erosion and because of various purposes. So conservation of soil means taking steps to prevent such erosion. It also means increasing the fertility of the soil. It means that conserving the soil from acidification and other chemical soil contamination because of pesticides and insecticides. So conservation of soil can be done by checking soil erosion, and second, increasing fertility of the soil. We'll be learning these 2 points in detail in the next class. So that will be all for today. If you have any queries, then please email me, and together also please prepare for your half yearly examination. All your half yearly syllabus will be included in that. Thank you.